The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every fortnight and delivered to 75 different locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable to pick up a
Ellie.
copy, there is free
Oh, I love it.
hillstohawkesbury.com.au plus the newspaper's social media sites. Hills to Hawkesbury dreams
Oh, dear.
to inform, involve and inspire, which is why
Right, what's happening with my chair? Oh dear, that's better. Sit up straight.
Right now, you're here to hear what's coming through your speakers.
First time back in I feel like a month. I'm still not 100%, but we'll get through tonight. And if I get fatigued, I'm definitely going to be going home a bit early, guys. So hang in tight.
Because a conversation could change your life. Learn more at areyook.org.
Show 494. Wow.
We all know businesses that don't answer their phones sound unprofessional and lose new customers. Every business can have a turnkey receptionist team answering calls for just $1 per day, plus call charges. Stop sending your customers to voicemail and join the hundreds of smart businesses using turnkey receptionists by calling 02-8069-9111 now and ask about our free offer, turnkeyreceptionist.com.au. Station sponsor.
Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. I've been off air for about a month, I think it has been. I had the passing of my little cutie pie, Bob, that everybody knew. He was with me for almost 16 years, and it devastated me so much. And a lot of people don't realize how much an emotional stress can cause to your body. And we'll just say good evening to Miss Ellie too. Welcome back, Miss Ellie.
Howdy. Good to be back.
I know, it's good, isn't it? It's really, really good. I actually feel good to be here, but I still feel a little bit under the weather. You can hear my voice. I sound very husky. I just want to say good evening to also the guys from the Smorgasbord, because Steve is back, and welcome back, Steve. And I'm sure John is happy. And I met the lovely Alex. That was her name, Ellie. Alex, the lady before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Alex. And she was very lovely. She said she's been here for 12 years. So, which is cool. And thanks for joining us, guys. We're here live in the studio on a live 90.5 FM. I do this show pretty much every Monday night from 8 till 10, and this is my 156th live show. And across all of my live shows that I've done over the last few years, we're up to 494 shows tonight, Miss Ellie. And we will be on fire in 6 more shows. Now, are we going to be doing Easter? Are you going away for Easter? Yes, so we won't be here next week at all. Okay, so we won't be here next week, but the week after we'll be back. Is that right? Okay, so so we've got another week off, which is, I feel like I haven't done anything and done anything for April. So because I've been off work all last week with the really bad flu fever, you name it, coughing, wheezing in my chest, you name it, and it was horrendous. I thought I was actually going to be in hospital, to be honest, but I'm here. I survived the wrath, and we're on fire. So tonight, we should have a good night tonight. I feel that things are going to go in the right direction with Spirit, and hopefully Spirit can actually behave himself early and do the right thing by the people that are listening. I'm just getting everything up on my phone because the iPad decides to not work again. How about that, Miss Ellie? So over to you, lovey, to try and fix that while I can have a look at this and say good evening to a few people. But before I do, I just quickly want to go back to what I was saying earlier. When people have a huge stress in their life, they don't realize how vulnerable their body is, and they don't realize how much trauma it actually causes to the person as they're going through grief or as they're going through any kind of, what's the word for it? Like not even unhealthy life, or just any kind of unusual things, or really tragic events that's happened, I had something awful happen to me at Christmas time. I was And I didn't realize then. I thought, yeah, nah, it's okay. I've just lost my voice at Christmas time for 2 weeks. And then now, after the trauma of losing my little fella, Bobby, which has still broken my heart. I've only just stopped crying, over the last couple of days, which is pretty cool, thank God. But a lot of memories in my home from my pet, and I can understand anybody that loses their pet, how they must feel about the trauma of it all, especially when you've had them for such a long time and they've been through everything with you. And like I said, the body is always going to behave as your emotions take over, because as much as this pet was everything to me in my life and was there all the time, never unhappy to see me. It was just so unconditional love, and I just really miss him. And I better stop there because I'll probably be a blubbering mess in 5 seconds, Ellie. So we just want to say good evening to a few people. We've got here Glennis Lacey. We've also got Jill Polglaze, Michelle Coburn. These ladies have checked in with me for the last few days, and it's been beautiful. Thank you, Miss Ellie. And she's got it here. She's on fire. And do you want to just get that live up for me? Sorry, Ellie, didn't come through. And we've also got, yes, Michelle Coburn. Sorry, what was I saying? Davina Armitage. We've got Leona Sunday on the left-hand side. Top left. Give it to me. Beautiful. There we go. Top right. I don't know my left or my right. Yep, thank you. And Ellie's amazing. She always just has to get everything right all the time, Miss Ellie, don't you? So now I can see the words on my page, because I just made the font really big on my phone, but I couldn't see it still. So thank God the iPad's working, Ellie. So who have we got here? Leona Sunday as well. Sharon Jordan, good evening. Tanya Aikens, thanks for joining us. We've got Jasmine Robertson. Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I know because we travel around the world with you guys, and I'm actually synchronized on about 8 platforms tonight. So that's why we can actually share our love around the world here. And I always also say that I never really like anything. I always love everything, because I don't feel like there's enough love in this world. We've got Andy Dan on here as well. Thanks for joining us. So let's go back a second. Michelle Coburn, my silly iPad stopped as well. I could say hi, technology. I know, tell me about it. It's good to be back. I hope everyone is well. Thanks, Davina. Not quite 100% yet, but we're getting there. We're always getting there. I'm not too bad. Thanks for asking, Glennis. Yes. Love, like, and share the page too. Now, I just have a little announcement. Anybody that's interested in an astrology course, can they contact me? I will post it up on my page, because I have managed to get a 25% discount on the course for you all. So please contact me. Send me a private message to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Anybody interested in astrology, it's a basic course via Zoom, and it starts on the 24th of April, so not long, but it goes for 10 weeks. And I've got a 25% discount on it. So if you want to contact me, please do, and I will share the information with you, and I'll post it up on my page also. Now, we're coming up to our 500th show, Ellie, and I worked out on the weekend, I'm roughly here. I'll give the dates to you again. You can just suss it out, because you know what my dates are like. And Ellie can confirm the dates of the 500th show.
What show is that? 194 or 5?
We're 494. Yeah, and show 156 for Alive. So yes, thank you, Sharon Jordan. She says, welcome back, Leslie, Ellie, and everyone. Love and light to you all. Love you, Leslie. Thank you, Miss Sharon Jordan, as well. Thank you. Lots of love hearts coming in here. Thank you. Michelle L. Wilson Lynch. It's Mooka Aboriginal Australia. How cool is that? I love stuff with Aboriginal. Now, I've got a story behind an Aboriginal painting going right back before I even knew. Look, you can hear my voice change. Oh, going right back to when I was about 18. And I think you'll like this story. I was sitting at my desk, and I was a little receptionist at the desk in a company that sold the hardware for television. So all the routers, all the big monitors, and all the the tele monitors and stuff like that, where it prompts the people what they've got to read and stuff like that on their news, etc. Anyway, the managing director was coming up to Sydney. He lived in Melbourne. And I was sitting at my desk, and I had this vision of his house. All of a sudden, I was in his house. It was so bizarre. And I went up the driveway. I could see I can still see it now, the whole front of the house, went in through the house, went through the kitchen, down into the lounge room. And cutting a long story short, I sat on the lounge in his house, and he was on his way to Sydney, and I was in Sydney. And I sat on his lounge, and I was looking up, and there was this mural above the fireplace, and it was in all these different dark kind of colors. It was really pretty, but I couldn't work out what it was. It was really, really blurry to me when I was looking at it. And when he came to Sydney, he just arrived about 2 hours later. And I said to Alan, I said, I had a dream about your house, because I didn't know how else to explain it to him. And he said, oh, right. And he's standing there laughing at me and, kind of patronizing me and everything, giggling. And he said, all right, tell me about what the dream was. And I told him, and I described the entire house and everything that I saw right to a T. And I said, look, I had a dream that I was sitting in your lounge room, and I was looking up at this mural on the wall above the fireplace. I said, what is it? I said, because I can't quite tell. It looks like it's, dark brown colors, a light cream color, and some dots here and there, and blah, blah, blah. He looked at me, his mouth was on the table, and he said, oh my God, Lesley, he goes, that's insane. You have just described my entire house, and you would not believe what's above the fireplace. Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is. What is it? And he said it's a mural of an Aboriginal painting that he had made just for that area of the property. I went, wow, that's really cool. And I think I surprised him after that. He never patronized me after that either. So how cool was that? So, but yeah, so I love it. Love, like, and share, Michelle Wilson Lynch as well. And it's Mooka Aboriginal Australia. What does Mooka mean? MOOKA. What does that mean as well? Damien Snow, he says, we missed you. Thank you. Missed you too. And Deborah Ellis, good evening. She said, hi, I hope you are well. Well, we're getting better. I'm having my long-awaited surgery on Thursday and already in a panic. I'm so scared. Don't be scared, lovey. This is meant to be. And it's good that you're addressing it all and getting ahead of yourself. Okay, Deborah. Just writing your name down. And this is going to be like, to me, it's like smiles on your dial. So when you go in there and you're worried and you're scared, you're just putting that motion out there. You're just putting that manifestation out there that you don't want. So you need to make sure that you're changing your mindset now, lovey, and putting it out there, Deborah, so that you come out of the surgery with flying, beautiful health colors. You know what I mean? So you come out of there with flying colors is what I'm trying to say. So look at the future if you can, and picture yourself out of the hospital already within a few days, and you will have great health after that. So yeah, keep going and don't stop in the middle is what I say. So we've also got here, let me see, everyone's saying good evening to each other. Kim Freebody, hi, I hope you are well. May I please ask if I'll get a house before I have to be out, please? My real estate is pushing hard for a tribunal to evict, even though I was the one who initiated the move in the first place. Oh dear. If you're in Australia, because I'm nearly finished my real estate course, I've only got one more subject to go, and I'm telling you, the landlord doesn't have as much rights as you. So start looking up your rights and seeing what you can do, lovey. I'm not 100% sure what it is because I can't remember everything and I'm not experienced yet, but please look at the your rights to evict and go from there. And if there's anything, for some reason, I also just heard health hazard that house. Is that correct? Kim Freebody. Is there anything in the property like mold or anything like that that's a health hazard? Because that's what you can use as well. I don't know. I just heard health hazard, and I just heard mold. Now, because I've been sick, I still can't taste anything, and I still can't smell anything, but I'm just getting this whiff all of a sudden of mold. Okay, I don't know what it is, why I've got this for you, but for some reason, if it's in your property, then you need to have that sorted out and say to them, you need more time or whatever, blah blah blah. I don't know. It's kind of like a double-edged sword here. You can either go backwards to go forward or forward to go backwards. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Jasmine Robertson, oh wow, Leslie, that's so cool. Yes, I'm getting better there. Paul Strife, thank you. Miss Sneezy and all the angels on here tonight. They call you Miss Sneezy, you know that, Miss Ellie? I call you Miss Ellie.
I'm aware that it's sneezy.
I'm going to be Miss Coffee too.
Don't make Leslie laugh.
No. When I was really sick, one of my friends rang, oh, Les, you okay? You're dying yet or whatever? And I said, no. And I started laughing, but I cracked my whole lip because my lips were so dry. I cracked it. Oh, my God, did that hurt? It was like you got, when you get cut by a piece of paper? Oh.
My roommate cracked her lips red from laughing and coughing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That does not surprise me at all. Okay, let's keep going. Where were we up to? Stacey Wheeler, good evening. Just wondering if Spirit has any wise words for me at the moment. Would love any guidance sent my way. Right, what have we got here, Spirit? Stacey Wheeler. Haven't heard your name for a long time there, my dear. Love, like, and share the page, guys. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. You know I love to know who I'm helping around the world. So, Stacey, I get the number 16 around you, 7 and July as well. Now, I don't know if it's me because of the ear, but I'm getting left ear issues. And the left ear just feels like it's like a sharp pain, like when you get a blocked ear and then you pop your nose, but then it actually hurts. You know what I mean? Might be just me. I'm also getting 19 around you as well, and 9. So 9 or September, and then 1 and 9 is 10, and also the month of October. And I just heard disappointment around you, okay? So there's a bit of, I can't even talk, being a little bit of disappointment around you. So, and this has been going on for a little while, is that correct? Little while, they're saying to me. And it's like I've got someone, I feel like there's a male standing next to me, and he's like this, thank God you're here. It's like, thank God you're here. There's a male that I feel like that's passed over not long ago, 6 to 8 months, or could be 6 to 8 weeks ago. Who is the male? 6 to 8 months or 6 to 8 weeks ago? I just saw 6-8. So whatever that means to you. And I feel like this man had his heart on his sleeve. Definitely a good soul, but very, very black and white. It's like no return. If he said what he said, he meant what he said, if that makes sense. So he meant what he said. And a lot of people are like this, but I'm saying to you, this guy was completely black and white. No in between. No in between. And I'm also seeing jail. You know, like when they have tattoos on the face as well? So tattoos on the face. If that's not you or around you, then there's going to be around someone else here. So that's Stacey Wheeler. So maybe Damien Snow, some friends are, maybe Kim Freebody somewhere around. She just said, yes, bad mold. 100%. There you go, guys, for Kim Freebody. Look at that. Bad mold. She said, I don't want to be homeless. No, I don't feel like you're going to. You need to start looking, lovey. That hell, even though you want to stay there, that place is an actual health hazard for you, Kim. It's time for change, lovey. Time to move. You need to get out of there, lovey. That's what Spirit's doing, is making things difficult for you so that you can get out of there, because it's unhealthy for you, lovey. Okay, you will be okay. Look. I'm trying to do 2 readings here. I'm going back to Kim though. Look at all the stuff that you've achieved. Bless you. Look at all the stuff that you've achieved, Kim, because I'm telling you, you can do it again and again and again, lovey. And not that I want you to do it again and again, but I want you to know that you have the ability. You're a survivor, and you have the ability to smash through whatever's going on around you, lovey. You're the survivor of the fittest, if that makes sense. And she said, yes, bad mold. She said, I don't want to be homeless. Well, the more you say you don't want to be homeless, the more you're going to be homeless. Go watch the Secret full movie. It's all about the laws of attraction, and the laws of attraction will take place if you constantly say what you don't want, lovey. If you continue to say that you don't want to be homeless, guess what's happening? I don't even need to be psychic here. You're going to be homeless because you're planting the seed with the universe. The universe is like this. Your spirit is like this. When you say you don't want something, but you want something else, they align together and they're confused. They throw their hands up in the air and they say, oh, bugger this, I'm just going to give her what she wants now because she's confusing us. So you need to stipulate and say exactly what you want so that you can get what you want, lovey. Don't say anything about being homeless ever. Never, ever. Ever, ever. And going back to Stacey now, what did I have? I had tattoos on the face. And the reason why I said the tattoos on the face, and it's just showing me again, is because when I was off sick last week, I watched a show on Netflix, lying on the lounge, just withering away. Watched a show called Unlocked. And what it was is a jail show where all the director of the jail actually is doing an experiment, and he's opened up the jail to all the inmates there, and they have to sort it out. They were actually 23 hours locked up, but 1 hour unlocked. And that was all their playtime. That was their freedom time, was 1 hour a day. That's just insane. It's inhumane, really. So the director said this is wrong. So he did an experiment and he's trialing it with giving them privileges when they prove themselves. And the person that's on there is a little guy called Tiny, and he's got tattoos all over his face. And that's the face that I just saw. That's why I'm saying this, and that's what the reason behind it is. But the tattoos on the face is like teardrops or something onto the right hand. I think it's left. Looks like left hand side. I don't know if it's mirrored because he's in my face, so it must be mirrored. So it's left hand side, left side of face. I'm also seeing the number 12 around you. So December, Christmas, and people that have been on here for a long time with me know that I don't generalize with Christmas. I don't like to talk about Christmas, but I do feel like this Christmas is going to be completely different for you. So look forward to it. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations there, Biselli, from that other lady? Okay. What else have we got here? So I'm just looking through the chat here on the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page. So if you've got a question, come over to that page. And we're live here. I don't do it any other way. I don't have any tarot cards either. This is my desk. There you go. That's my desk. And I only use a pen and a notebook. That's it. I don't need to have any kind of tools. I don't need them. Yes, Christy Love, she says, you are manifesting it what she's saying. Exactly right, lovey. And Kim Freebody, you're welcome. She says, thank you. 100% lovey. You're always manifesting what you want because spirit and the universe are literal. They only know one word, and that one word is a 3-letter word, and it is only the word yes. So when you say, I don't want this, I don't want that, they go yes. When you say, I want this, I want that, they go yes. They don't know the difference. It's like, there's no in between here, lovey. So here she goes. She's just sent, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, okay. We can't say exactly what she said, Ellie, as you know. Yeah. So over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So Stacey Wheeler said, I did find a neighbour who passed last July. He would have been the only mate I would have recently lost. He was 62. Yeah, he was 62. I didn't know him very well, but he didn't have facial hair when he was alive. But I found him 7 to 10 days after he passed, and he did have facial hair then. I barely recognized him. I've been feeling lately like he may be near or with me, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I do ask them to leave when I feel them. Family, good. But I just can't seem to shake the feeling. Yeah. Oh, you're talking again now, and I'm not sure who is the man with the face tattoos, but maybe that is who has attached to me. And it is not the neighbor I found who else. There you go. Could be. Sorry for the not so nice info about the. Yeah, no, that's okay. But my intuition thought him first. Yeah, 100%. I get it. So, yeah, that's horrendous. That's for someone to find someone like that is just it's so traumatizing, and I really feel for you, Stacey. But well done, lovey, for
taking all that trauma on board, you know, and it's not easy. So be kind to yourself, lovey, you know. But to the tattoo man, I do see that face around you, unless this is coming up in the future. Okay, so I don't want to. I'm not even sure if it's going back to Kim, because it was kind of like a confusion of the reading here. But going back to Kim, yeah, I don't know if it was you or the other one, because I had him standing here, so I can't tell, and I couldn't push him away because he was very in my face. He was literally here in my face. So. But yes, I can feel the anxiety in you as well, lovey. But take it easy, be kind to yourself, and rest assured that this man, I don't feel like that this man wanted you to find him either. I feel like there was another someone else, but I feel like he's like at peace and at rest and grateful that you did, because he knows that you would have done the right thing. Okay, so always rest assured that they know what, you know, that you've done that. Okay, so, and for you sending off whoever's hanging around you, 100% get rid of them. They're not pets. I always say this. Whatever's in your home, whatever you feel, if you're getting senses, or you're getting, you know, disturbances in your property or whatever that's unusual and you don't like it, just acknowledge them and send them off, get rid of them. So, but over to you there, Miss Ellie. We'll be back shortly. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Yeah, was it Stacey or Kim that it was? Kim, was it? That had the Kim? Stacey, yeah, Stacey, sorry. Yeah, Stacey, that's always very awful, lovey. I'm sorry. It's terrible.
Preference and Quick Step. Call 9894 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters, ingrained quality.
Thanks for listening to Alive 90.5. If you enjoy the service Alive provides to the community, then why not become a member of the station today? Head across to our website, alive905.com.au, scroll down the page and click on the general volunteering link to download a membership application. Become a voice of the community with Alive 90.5.
Does your smile embarrass you? If you have loose, damaged or missing teeth or loose fitting dentures,
everyone's looking at my t-shirt. Yeah, this is a Palm Angels t-shirt. Look, let me see if you can see the back. Can you see that? It's a Palm Angels t-shirt, and it says they will ignore you until they can't. In other words, the angels, I think. You can hear I'm already getting run down. So I worked today. I went back to work today.
Your premier destination for the latest events, captivating stories, and rich insights from the Arab world and Australia. Stay informed, inspired,
okay, where was I up to?
Download the app or tune in to our platform today.
That was the quickest ads ever, Ellie. Far out.
Cultures, connecting communities.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And I was just about to say, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Thank you, Miss Ellie. So we've got here Carter Jones, my beautiful Leslie. I'm so happy to see. Oh, bless you. My gosh, that was a whopper. I'm so happy to see you again. I love the work you do for all of us. I just have one plain question. Will the work I'm doing with the bear fruit and be successful? And any advice on Marie? The bear fruit. Now, I don't know why, Carter, but I just felt unwell in the stomach. So, and I'm also getting the anxiety around you as well. So I feel like something's actually, like, other than this is on your mind. I feel like there's other little things that are going on around you, and it's kind of like it's following you around, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going back to the bear fruit. For some reason, I do see smiles on your face. And is there a truck involved in that? Because I just saw a truck as well. Does that make sense? A truck. It's like what is it called? Like not a fruit truck, like an apple truck or something. I don't know. I just saw apples for some reason. Apples and then containers. Containers for the apples, and like the, you know, like these kind of raw sea kind of things, I don't know why. I just saw that. And, when people go to the shops and they buy like those long life container things with the liquid inside, that's what I just saw. So whatever they're doing, they're going to be okay there. But Bear fruit is sounds like it's organic to me, but I'm not 100% sure. But if it's not, then I don't know if that's going to go ahead, because it's a lot of people are looking at the non-GMO stuff, and unfortunately, most of our big players have the GMO stuff, and a lot of people are trying to avoid that. So I do feel like that you're going to be safe, but the company might not be safe. So, and if you're looking for work, I can really see jumping stones or stepping stones and opportunities coming up around June and July for you there, Carter. And I feel like that's going to be a better avenue for you for some reason. But yeah, and I'm also getting 18 around you. 1 and 8 is 9 in the month of September. So, and they're showing me the lady with you. You asked about Marie, advice on Marie. I feel like this person's in two mindsets, if that makes sense. 2 times mindsets. And it's really bizarre, because when she's with you or around people, she's a completely different person. So there's 2 filters here. It's like switching, like turning the head one way and then turning the head the other way. That's what I'm seeing with her. So split personality maybe. So, and sometimes you can't win with that. But all the best with it anyway, and keep trying anyway. So what else do we have here? So if you've got a question, then post it up on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And everybody in the break was talking about my T-shirt. It's actually a Palm Angels T-shirt, and it has on the front, "They will ignore you until they can't." So Dixie King, good evening. Been thinking about you. I feel your heart. Our fur babies are definitely our family. Lots of love coming to you. Thank you, lovey. Appreciate that. And I do appreciate all the messages, it's been very difficult at home to not look at the front door and let the dog out to go to the toilet or feed, and stuff. It took me 2 weeks just to get rid of the food, and I've actually collected the food that is still okay for my friend's dog, and I'll be getting my friend's dog this Thursday to babysit for a week, little Leo, and it was Bob's best friend, so I can't wait to look after him. And even though he's a little bit of a terrorist, chases Schnitzel around the house, and she just beats him up anyway. So, but they get on really well, which is going to be good for Schnitzel, because Schnitzel's been a little bit out of sorts. She's kind of really gone into big time Suki Lala mode with me. So Stacey Wheeler, she said, did you want to read that one out, Miss Ellie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's that's beautiful, Stacey.
So Stacey said, I had so much love for him. He made me jams with plums from my tree, etc. I've always said I am so grateful that I found him, but I knew I wasn't meant to be the one. When I found him, all I heard was a loud get out. I listened and I left, and I think about him all the time in the most beautiful way, as his family didn't even say thank you to me,
etc.
But I know they must have had a strange relationship. I'm so glad to hear he is at peace, because that weighs heavy on my heart always. So thank you for giving me some form of closure for him. I appreciate that more than anything.
Yeah, lovey, that's beautiful. Yeah, and they always know that. They know everything, and they know what's going on around you, and you can just talk out loud to him, ask him to be your guardian angel now. There's Stacey, and he will step up, and he probably already has stepped up. Okay, Michelle Wilson Lynch. Yes, I have constantly been seeing double digits. Good, very good, even better. So what else have we got here? So double digits. So when you get the 11, 11, 12, 12, triple ones, or anything like that, triple sevens, it's all the meaning. So you can go to the site called www.angels-numbers.com, and you can see all the numbers there. That's the only place that I really look to see about any numbers if they could come across me. And I've been getting them all the time for a long time, actually, which is really nice of spirit. And who else have we got here? Any other validations there, Miss Ellie? Not yet. Okay. What else have we got here? Natalie Monroe, good day to you, Leslie, Spirit, and Ellie. Any messages from my dad or grandfather today, or a general reading, please? Thank you all for being here for us today. Leslie, you've been in my prayers. Oh, thank you, Natalie. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful, Natalie. And I also did just the day that I was starting to get really sick and I couldn't let her down was Pammy from the Turning Point. She does every Saturday at 11 a.m. But I was the first interviewee on her show, and I felt really, really compelled to do it for her, and I couldn't let her down, even though I was really unwell. My throat was really sore, and I hope she didn't get what I had. But that night was when I had the fever really bad, and I was knocked off my feet. So she was very lucky to even get me that day. But she did a great show, very professional, well organized, and she's just a beautiful lady with a beautiful heart as well. And she was saying to me that when her parents passed away, she said, I felt really bad because I couldn't cry as much, you know. She said she just knew that that she couldn't cry as much. She said, but then a few months later when her pet passed away, her dog, she said she bawled her eyes out. And I said, yeah, I can relate to that. So it was very beautiful. So Natalie Monroe, we'll just do a general for you, lovey. Whatever comes through, comes through. So I just feel really hot all of a sudden, and I don't know if that's you or me, but I also get the number 12 around you as well for December, and 3 or March as well. Now, has there been issues around the teeth or wisdom teeth or something like that? Because I feel like there's been pressure on the left-hand side of the neck into the jawbone. So it could be the wisdom teeth. So neck into jawbone. I can't even spell bone. And also the fact that, do you grind your teeth at night? Grind your teeth. Because I feel like it's like it's really, really tight grinding of your teeth, and that's applying pressure to the joint here and the muscle. So you can always, I'm a massage therapist as well, so you can actually get your fingers and just point them in there and just massage the jaw, and it feels really good. But I'm also getting the number 12. Oh, I've got 12 again. So, yep. So there you go, 12 again. So 1 and 2 is 3 in the month of March or December. So, lovey, definitely something going on there. Now, have you had pain in your left arm, like here down the wrist, okay? Down the wrist, or broken wrist, or injury to the wrist, or carpal tunnel on the left side of the wrist into the thumb? What's happened there? Because I just felt pain. It just gave me, you know, like when someone gets a sharp pain, or it's like it's really hurting me now. So, and I can't move my wrist very much. So have you had pain in there as well? And I feel like this could be either an injury or this is over time, because it feels the same to me. Injury or over time. Because it's kind of like the same pain. I'm also getting 13 around you as well. 1 and 3 is 4, and the month of April. So April this month, wow, it's nearly over already. Can you believe it? We're already halfway through. This year is going to fly past, Miss Ellie. And oh my gosh, and April, lots of stuff. What is the date today? The 20, what is the date today? 14th. 20, I get the 20th, something around the 20th or the 20. So 20 or the 20th, the 20 or 20. Definitely something around there as well. But I'll leave it there. But I feel like things are going okay for you, and I don't believe that there's going to be too much more dramas after June, July. So no more. I'm just hearing no more pain, like no more after June, July. If you could leave a validation, that would be great, guys. And so that's what we expect here. We give a free reading, or I give a free reading, and then type in capitals validation, and then Miss Ellie will pick it up on her computer and she will read out the validation. So, okay. Settlement. So Tanya Aikens, when do you see settlement happening for me, please? Is she talking about a property? Oh, there's a big validation there, Miss Ellie, from Carter Jones. Oh, here we go. Do you want it? There you go.
Yeah, so there's a validation from Carter. He said, I love you, Leslie. The smile on my face now is just a sample of the joy you bring us all. For the project I'm on, the bare fruit part was a figure of speech. Haha.
Oh,
I meant to say that I'm working on something with a friend called Haji, and I was wondering if the work we are doing will bear fruit. But I think
I get it.
Marie is my girl, and she's been off for a while, and the double mindset is kind of her thing. You never know who will show up, but I love her, and I want to know if I should propose in the time I'm thinking of. I've been applying for work and June and July is the window. I will be doing some consultancy work. Hope this works out. I would love a few wins considering all that is going on. Thank you and blessings.
Yeah, beautiful. Well done. Yes, well, Lovey, if you love her, you've got to love her and treat her right and do the right thing by her, because she will love you back a long time. So there you go. But I do feel like she's off at the moment as well, just like you said, and that's what I said. She's like one way or the other. It's like it's flipping a sword over, double-edged sword here. Oh, thank you, Glenn. And she said it was a great interview with Pammy too. Well done. Thank you. All right, send your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So we've got here also a few more questions here before we go to another break. Okay, April seems to be flying by. Natalie Crowder Monroe. Have you got that one, Ellie?
Yes.
Oh.
Natalie said, I have jaw problems, have had a jaw
Oh.
surgery 2 times, and yes, I grind my teeth constantly. Always spot on. I have carpal tunnel and my hands go numb when I sleep, but I'm painful some more than normal. Thank you so much, Leslie and Stuart.
Wow, there you go. Yeah, well, now that the pain's gone in my hand, that's pretty good. So thank you. Thanks for validating that, because I like it when it's validated so it can leave my body. So yes, I grind my teeth constantly too. Sometimes that can be, you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but parasites. So you need to do a parasite cleanse. Everyone should do that, actually, to be honest. Every single person. It's so critical. Les, last night I watched the show you did with Pam last week. I really enjoyed the show, and Pam is such a lovely person. Her voice was soothing. Yes, I know. She's beautiful. Thank you, Miss Jill Polglaze. Okie dokie. Got a question? Then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Now, I've said to everybody earlier, for the people who've just joined us, that we have a 25% discount on astrology course, and it's one of my dear friends who teaches it, and she's in it for, the love and passion of it. She's very passionate about it. So if you want to do that course, then send me a private message. So who else have we got here? Right there, Miss Ellie? She's having a bit of a coffee attack there. Went down the wrong way. Right. Okay. Yeah, Tanya Aiken-Schnitzel. How is Schnitzel doing? She's been really sooky, my cat. Really, really sooky. Probably missing Bob like me as well. It just feels so weird in the house without him. He's been there for 7 years in that house. He's been with me for almost 15 and a half years, nearly 16 years, my dog. God bless him. I miss him so much. Okay, what else have we got here? So post your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Teresa Rivers, good evening. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to. I saw your message and I started writing back this morning, and then I had to quickly get out of the house to get to work. So I forgot to finish it, but I'll try and finish it. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to that one in June. But if other people would like to go to a ghost investigation in June, let me know now so we can book it in with Teresa from the Abandoned and Haunted page that I go and do some ghost investigation with them and Miss Ellie last time that frightened the life out of us.
I'm still not going to live that
No,
one
you're
down.
never going to live that one down. No way. Not when we jumped through the entire... We went to space that night, I'm telling you.
It's going to take a lot to replicate that. But I plan to one day.
I know, I bet you do, you little terror. You should see how she looks at me. She goes, yeah, I'm going to get you one day, She looks at me like with this little DV look on her face. Oh, you're cute, Ellie. But I know you're going to get us. Don't worry about that. What else have we got here? So, yes, that one there we've done. What else have we got? Okay, everyone should do what? Yes. I will post it up. Natalie Monroe, yes, I will post it up. My son is on the downward spiral. Do you see anything positive about it, please? Oh, lovey. Oh, bless you. Yes, look, Michelle Lynch. Michelle Wilson Lynch. So what do I see for your son? So when we say on the downward spiral, we are enhancing that to happen. So first of all, one thing is we've got to change mindset there, and we've got to change that to stop saying that for a start. Okay, that's the first thing out. So no more after this time. And I also get 17 around him. 1 in 7 is 8 in the month of August as well. So what does that mean to you? Either 17, 8, or August. I'm also getting 12 again. See, this 12 keeps on coming up. December 3 or March as well, because we break it down. 1 and 2 is 3. Now, with your son, my auntie was the principal of a high school many years ago, and she always used to say, a bored kid is a troubled kid. So when your child is bored, they are trouble because they've got nothing else better to do. They need to find something to activate the mind. And if they're not into sports or anything like that as well, that's when things go pear-shaped, because they can't use that energy they've built up all day. They can't use that energy, and they go into, hibernation mode in their mind, and they start to get anxious and they start to get depressed and things like that, because their body is not moving. And I hope this young man is moving, lovey. So, but if they are also feeling very low, they could be deficient in the B vitamins as well as magnesium, etc. So topping up essential minerals is fantastic, and you should take them to, functional medicine doctors as well, which is great for people. They're the medical side and the naturopathic side, which is I always recommend. They're amazing. But I do feel like this son has got a little thing on his mind, and he's full of ideas. Now, this kid's a thinker. Because I just saw, like when you see, like when you see the cartoons, and then they've got like that little thing, that bubble that pops up, and then the little wheels, and you can see all the wheels going when they're thinking. That's what I think of him. So, and he's got ideas, but he doesn't know how to put them into fruition. So every person is generated by money. 90% of the time is what I see, especially with younger people. So money is going to show the personality more. So if you can teach him how to make some money online, or how to do something online so that he can see some reward for whatever he's doing, or chores around the house or whatever, I don't know, but doing something that's going to lift his spirit. Even I used to say to some of my LPT clients that when you have someone in a low vibration state, you need to change that and flip that vibration. So the only way you can do it sometimes is to, and I'm not a counselor, but this is what I used to do with my daughter, is anytime I saw her low or upset from school or whatever, I used to hate seeing her upset. So I would get the socks out of the drawer and I'd peg them at her, and we'd have a sock fight, and it would just completely change the state of her mind. And we would be laughing and chasing each other around the house and out the backyard just to throw a sock at each other, so it was quite good. But, sometimes people think that just because someone's quiet, that they're okay. Sometimes they're not okay, so just check in. And I think that this child will be okay as long as you're there pushing to make them okay. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. So she said, yeah, it's full already. Oh, okay. Yes, Tanya Ager says, oh, I'd love to go to one of those ghost tours, but there will be more later. So yeah, let us know when you've got a few dates, and that would be really, really nice. So Leanne Hansen, thank you. How are you, beautiful? One of my besties. She says, hi, Lesley. Lots of love and hugs to you, my darling. Keep up the turmeric, honey, lemon, ginger, and cayenne to clear your cold. Yes, that's what I've been doing. I actually made my own tablets as well. But but I have to crack them open because the cayenne, when the tablet goes in my stomach, it actually burns me, and I'm like, oh gosh. But yes, that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm doing tonight when I go home. Is the honey, lemon. I've got lemon, and I've got cayenne pepper, and I got a turmeric tree growing out the back. There you go, Tanya Aikens. Turmeric tree going out back, and I swear to God, it's massive at the moment. But I don't have any ginger. Never mind. Thanks for coming on my show, Miss Leanne Hansen. And how are you today? Did you like what happened on the chat last night or yesterday? Stacey Wheeler's got a validation there, Miss Ellie.
Yep, I got two.
Oh, you got two.
Yeah, the first one's from Stacey Wheeler. She said, I had ear pain for the past few weeks in my right ear, but all day today I have had to equalize a lot as my left eye is blocked and keeps getting liquid coming out. When I do equalize, so 100% some sort of blockage in my sinuses. I have had a lot of disappointment lately as I had a major surgery last year after years of women's problems, and I've been trying to conceive but coming up with no luck. So here's hoping that's what the good news is.
Oh, okay, beautiful. Yeah. So when you keep saying coming up with no luck, that's what you're doing, lovey. You're planting the seed, literally, with the universe not to have this happen for the better. So you got to stop saying that. You got to say, I can't wait till I fall pregnant, blah, 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 and go from there. And yeah, all on fire. Go, Ellie.
Then Michelle Lynch said, I was born on 17th of March and my sister August 12th, and yes, my son's a deep thinker.
There you go. What did she say about August 12th?
Her sister.
Well, that's why, there you go. So there's the August, and then there's the 12, and then there's the thinker and the ideas for the sun. The sun. Definitely, 100%. God bless his soul. Okie So Michelle Coburn was at the ghost investigation with us, and when Ellie sneezed, Michelle Coburn was sitting on my right, and her husband was on her right, and Ellie was on my left, literally, arm's length away. And when Ellie sneezed, it was so loud, and we all jumped 6 foot up in the air.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Listen to that, Michelle. She said, and Michelle said, "No, you won't, Miss Ellie. My heart nearly jumped out of my chest, you cheeky little thing."
She's gonna sit up as far away as she can get.
Oh, I love it. I love doing this. There we go. Yes. So there you go, Miss Tanya Aikens. Go over to the Abandoned Haunted page. You'll be able to jump on there for the ghost investigation. There you go, Tanya Aiken. She's my great auntie. Was a ghost investigator, school principal as well. That's cool. What am I saying? Ghost investigator. I had it on the mind. Yes, James Cook. Yes, Leslie, you're back. How have you been, darling? Well, I am getting better. I was really unwell for over a week. This has been going on for nearly 2 weeks now. This damn flu got me good. I tell you that. So Michelle Lynch said, yes, validation. Oh, you got that one, Ellie? Yep, go.
I've done it.
Oh, you've done it. She was born on the 17th of March and sister on the August 12th. Wow. All right, where are we up to here? Tanya Aikens, when do you see me moving into my new house, please, Leslie? For some reason, I get December around you, Tanya. What's December? There you go, December house. And I just got really, really itchy eyes. Do you have really, really itchy eyes? There's like I feel like I had a bug in my eye, my left one. How weird is that? It was like really, really itchy for 1 second. Do you have that, Tanya, or Natalie Carl, somewhere around there? She says, Tanya Aiken says, how do you make your own tablets? I bought a little machine from Amazon and I make my own vitamins. That's what I did. Onion and honey is also good. Yes, I've done that one, Wendy Harmer. Thank you. I actually did that and put it in the cupboard. And before Bob passed, I was giving him my friend's honey as well. She gave me some honey. Okay. So Zach Ali, I can't say much about that on air, lovey. Okay, just so you know. There's media law that we have to be careful about, and there's a few things that we can't talk about. I got my ticket bought already for the 70 million tomorrow. I want a piece of that pie. I might have to go into that one. I'm 70 million there, Ellie. What would you do, Ellie, with 70 million?
No idea.
You have to think.
I had more than 20 grand, so I couldn't think that far.
Yeah, but let's have a think about what you do with it. Tell me what you do with it. Have a think about it. You've got to answer me before the end of the show. Everyone, tell me what you do with 70 million. I'm always curious to know how people would behave or act with that kind of money. But anyway, we'll be back shortly. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you when you. That was weird. When you tell me what you do, I'll tell you what I'll do. All right. I've got a really good one. Oh gosh. Yes, Tanya Aikens. I have a turmeric tree. Turmeric tree. You should see it now. It's quite big. I'm shocked too.
Through what is the most difficult time of their lives. Located in Smithfield and Miranda, servicing all Sydney areas. Adriano Coluccio Funeral Services, always with you. 9604 9604. Station sponsor. So, what's your favourite colour?
Black.
Oh yeah. Favourite food?
Black pudding.
Favourite fruit?
Blackberries.
Favourite drink?
Black Russian.
Did you read what Michelle Coburn put there for you?
Favourite actor? Jack Black. Favourite band? Black
What?
Favourite song?
Blackberry.
Where's your
Favourite
reply?
football team?
Blacktown.
We're 2-0 at the moment.
Okay, righto.
Show
That's
your
funny.
support and show up. Blacktown City FC. Your town, your team.
Station sponsor.
HR Images is a team of professionally trained photographers with a passion for delivering a high-quality service.
Natalie Carl has itchy eyes. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, found it. Well, my eyes got itchy. She just said that she just came on as well. And then she just said, yeah, I just came in but having issues with my son as talking about Ellie sneezing. My angel auntie's 18th of March and mum is August 23rd. Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, the Alive 90.5 FM Facebook page. So if you're on those pages, come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You'll see me there. I'm with Ellie. We've been here. We've been doing this for 494 shows. Well, I've done probably 494 and I've done 494. Yes, of course I have. And Ellie's done how many, Ellie, you reckon?
Let's say about the 300 mark.
300 mark? I reckon you've done more than that.
More than that, because I was here when you had your 200 shows.
Yes, that's right.
So it would have been, let's say,
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, I reckon around 350, something like that. Has to be. So, yes, and we're coming up to our 500th show. So in 6 more shows, where we won't be here next week because we're off for Easter. And Miss Ellie's going away and I'm off as well. And I'm not going anywhere. Even though I've spent all of last week at home, it's going to feel like a really weird month that I haven't hardly done any work. But anyway. And we've also got every Sunday night coming up after Easter. I'll be going back to my home show at 8 till 10, and then we'll be coming here on a live from 8 till 10 as well. So this show here won't be stopping, but we'll be going back to a home show. It's just that it's really hard to do a home show because my dog used to be under my feet all the time. And it's going to be really quite weird doing the show without Bob there anyway. So, but never mind. Little cutie. Right. And I also I've got to go to the post office tomorrow because I also, on maybe Wednesday now, I bought for myself a little, I'll take a photo of it when I get it, Ellie. And it's like a 5x8 stone, and it's got in memory little Bob, and it's got a little photo of him, and it's got his date of his living and his passing date. And I got a little love heart as well. So I love you. I love you have turmeric tree. I've been trying to grow lavender and failing. Natalie Carl, lavender is the most easiest tree ever to grow. Just got to water it. And even I know that. But then again, Natalie, you know what? I can't even grow basil, and I love basil, but I cannot grow it. But my friend at work, she said, Lesley, I have a basil tree that's gone crazy at her home, and she grows it on the balcony. So I'm going to move some of my little pot things upstairs on the balcony and see if I can grow some basil. I would buy a caravan. And so what would you do, I asked, if you won the 70 million? So people are coming in and saying, I would buy a caravan and travel around Australia. Wendy Panuv Harmer said that. Is the 70 million tax-free? Yes, it's always tax-free. We'll plan for our future with that money, says Geraldine Grayling. Yes. What else? Leanne Hansen, 70 million. We're off to Italy, Bella. You better believe it. And I always said, I'll tell you actually, yeah, I'm in the process of employment recruitment. Do you see me being successful? Yes, lovey. Ria Scott, 100%. It's what you make of it, Ria. So if you're putting all your energy in it, 100%. So Michelle Coburn said, if I won that amount of money, I would set my children up for life, and then I would set up a homeless hub for the less fortunate, make a huge contribution to cancer research, and finally David and I would go on a little holiday. That's beautiful. All sorted. Well done. So so many millions. So Tanya Aiken says, with what was it? 70 million. So many millions. I would put a big lump into my super account, invest some, give some to help animals in need, rescue some animals, take the month-long holiday to Italy. Everyone wants to go to Italy because it's beautiful there. I've been there. So peaceful. Yes. What would you do, Miss Ellie?
I'm not going to Italy. I'm going to Peru.
Peru. Yeah, right.
Lump off a bunch to my family because I don't want 70 mil.
Mm.
Buy a house by the sea.
Mm-hmm. Which sea? Peru.
Just on the coast somewhere. Probably open an animal shelter or animal rescue or adopt a bunch of animals.
Yeah.
Put the rest into savings or palm the rest off to people I actually like.
Ah, beautiful. Do you like me, Ellie?
Yes.
Good. You're going to palm some money off to me.
Yes.
That's really nice, Ellie. I'm glad that you thought of me. It's beautiful because this is what I would, actually, I'm going to go through and just see what other people want to do first before I say. So James Cook said 70 million with a question mark. Might just be enough to buy a tray of eggs in the US right now. Fair enough. Oh, that's a crack up. Get it? Crack up, Ellie? I laugh at my own jokes. I would pay daughter's mortgage, give my family lots of money so they live the rest of their lives not worrying about anything. I would give some money away. I would also travel around the world, says Sharon Jordan. That's awesome. Tanya Agans, I'd love to go to Peru too. Melissa Robertson said 70 million. I would love to travel and set my children up. This would free up time to do all the volunteering I want to do. That's very beautiful. Yes, animal rescue, Ellie, says Tanya. We've also got here, Zach Ali said, I help so many struggling with mental health, feed so many people and be forever generous. Yes, that's beautiful, Zach. Well done. See, even though you mentioned before that you're suffering with a few little things, I don't feel it's the end of the world because you've got a heart of gold there, lovey. So look forward to the future. It's going to be bright for you. Whatever you pay forward in life is what you get tenfold coming back. Remember that, guys. When I was off sick last week, I was lying on the lounge and I listened to this YouTube, and it was there were so many of them, I can't remember the exact name of it, but the guy made it really, really clear that if you've got your last $5, he said, give it to somebody that deserves it, that doesn't have any money, and you will get $100 back. He said it's just tenfold. That's how the universe works. So Natalie Carl, I have a cruise on my bucket list. Then I would get a settled life with my son, then donate to special causes. Yes, that's beautiful. So you're planning to go out for a month next year, Miss Eri. Where are you going?
Maybe Peru.
Oh,
my
beautiful.
mate's been badgering me for months and months and months to go traveling with him, like work travel. So I'm like, he's like, choose a country, and I'm like, Peru. I want to do Machu Picchu.
That sounds really cool.
4-day hike.
Oh yeah, gosh, go girl. You love your hiking. Tanya Aiken says, I would help my children too with that amount of money. So what I would do, Erin Welsh says, I would donate a portion of it to an eating disorder program in memory of my sister. Oh, that's very beautiful. Then I would travel to Scotland and Ireland. Beautiful. My daughter says Ireland as Ireland. That's how she says it. Ireland. She can't pronounce it properly when she was younger. She's Ireland. I would share with family and friends, pay off my mortgage and travel and give the rest away to less fortunate and the elderly. I'd love to build a big dementia village in Australia to care for those with dementia, Alzheimer's, etc. That's Davina Armitage. What a beautiful soul you are too. That is so sweet. Yes, Tanya Akins would help the homeless. I've never been to Australia, so I'd come to Sydney, invite Leslie and Miss Ellie for lunch. John Carter. That's awesome. Thank you. And well, this is what I do. So if I had won some money, so remember I told you last year when I first started with my other job, we were one number and one digit off winning $5.6 million each. We won $58,600 between 14 of us. And we had we won all Division 2, and we missed out on the number 8 number, and we had the number 7 number. So we had every single number except for the number 8. It's number 7. We had the number 7 and we didn't have the number 8, and that's how close we were winning 5.6 million. But anyway, what I said that I would do, and I said this in a meeting at work when I first started there, I said, after we won, I said, I thought about if we won, because it was 150 million. That's what the amount of money that we could have won. But one guy in Adelaide had won the 75 million. So we said that we would have we had to have split it. So it would have been 75 million each. Anyway, I said to the bosses at work when I was in a meeting with them, I said, look, I thought about this long and hard. And I said, what I'd do is I wouldn't do anything straight away. I'd invite all my friends over and I'd say to them, Leanne, you're listening? And I'd say to them, now here's a pen and paper, and here's a gold pen, and here's some paper. And what you're going to do is write down 10 things that you do if you won, money, and how much money would you win and what would you do with it. Write 10 things down. And then I'd get all the papers together and I'd see who's got my name on it and if they give me any money. And if the ones that didn't give me any money, they'd be pushed to the side and they'd have to wait. The ones that did write my name down and put something for me, I'll be on the next plane to Vanuatu or something like that with them. So overseas to the Bahamas, I guess. So that's what I'd do. And then when I come back, I'll sort out the others. And then you'd always set up your daughter and your family and everything else like that. But I said to them, if I won that kind of money, I would be buying a few properties along the beach, and we'd all have one house each, and we'd all have street parties or something like that, because I know how much I love my parties.
See, I really want a house, like just investment.
Yeah, don't care. Where? A house where, Ellie?
Probably Sydney.
Yeah,
it's a dump, but like
a dump house or a dump area.
Just Sydney as a whole, in housing is a dump, but I'd probably just buy a house just so I'd have something to. Yeah,
so that's what I would do. I would make sure, and all the bosses, when I said that day, they cracked up laughing. They said, oh my God, your poor friends. I said, no, it's true. Because if they're not thinking of me, I'm not taking them with me on a holiday for a month. Not all expenses paid for, bugger off. That's what I say. Fair is fair. So where were we up to? Yes, we've done that one. And gosh, tonight's gone really quick. I'd never been to Australia. Yes, we've done that one. I would buy so many dog treats that with that 70 million. Damien Snow, you're a crack up. Hear that one, Ellie? I definitely have animals around me. I'd definitely be on a farm. I would have a lot of things. My daughter would be set up for life. She's set up for life now anyway. So Sean Lakawatse, good evening. 7:11 a.m. there in Auckland. Good evening. What a great idea. Thank you, Miss Melissa Robertson. Watching from Kona in Hawaii, Craig Carvalho. Thanks for joining us. Go figure. Have we had a Hawaiian before?
Yes. I think so.
Once before? I do remember once before. Natalie Carl. That happened to me. Not exact, but I won, and a hell of a lot of other people won with me. If I won it alone, it would have been big, but shared it with like 1,000 others. Oh. But at least you won. Look, I'm always winning Powerball. Like I show it all the time. I've got another 7 things at home, but I'm just kind of manifesting it. But I'm not very good at manifesting like 6 zeros on the end yet. I'm getting there. I remember getting the email, "You have won big," and I freaked. Natalie Carl says, "Well, yeah. Well, my work colleague sent me a text message that night, and he says, have you checked the ticket?" And I was just in bed. I just literally got in bed. I said, "No, I'll do it tomorrow." And he goes, he writes back 5 minutes later, "I think you better check the ticket." And I write back, "No, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm in bed." And then he writes back and says, and I know his calculations, he's on point with everything. And he goes, "According to my calculations, we have won." And that was all he had to say. So I threw the blankets up in the air, jumped out of the bed, ran downstairs, grabbed the ticket out of my handbag, grabbed the computer, and then sorted out getting online really quick to check it. And as sure as ever, all these streamers come up from the computer and says congratulations on the screen. I'm thinking, oh, how much is it? I couldn't believe it. And then we'd all won around 4,160 and 4,200 each between us, which was pretty cool. So yes, it's nice to have that. But they say that if you have had nothing all your life and then you win all that money, you blow it anyway. And it's a lot of people that's happened to. There's evidence behind that. So you've got to be really careful. Then found out it was shared very far. Natalie Carl, wow. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, well, at least you did win something. Joe Undella, thank you. Little beautiful love hearts she sends me. It's beautiful. Thank you. Tanya Aiken says, "Oh yes, large plot of land to farm lots of fruit trees, vegetables and flowers. 100% there, lovey. You'll be right up there." Okay, let's keep going. What are we up to? Yes, because they have a way of doing it. Yep. Okay, what are we up to? Going backwards. So have an amazing night, everyone. John is still listening. We'll catch you a real soon. Thank you. Bye, Teresa. So going backwards here. I just saw a question. Here we go. All right. Stephanie Brito. Hi, lovely. Would love a love life insight, please and thank you. Now, sometimes my spirit doesn't like to do love life stuff, and I say this all the time when I went onto Psychic TV. And I was on the phones, this is many years ago when I first started with them, and sure as ever, I said to spirits, whatever you do, don't give me any relationship readings. And then I got 5 in a row, and I'll never forget that, and I've never said it again. But yes, the love. I'm just hearing love of life. Love of life. Even though you said would love a love life insight, but I just heard love of life, which is really, really nice. And I feel like you do appreciate things around you. Feelings and emotions are high. And I'm also getting the number 12 around you. Lots of people with 12 tonight. Wow, 12 and 3 and March. Was March a significant month for you around the relationship? Because I just saw the word March and then I saw a relationship like split. Does that make sense? And is there wedding bells, or was there wedding bells, or what's going on with a wedding? Because I just saw also the like a function or wedding. And also I'm getting 9 around you as well, September. So either 9 or September, you've got 12 or December, you've got 3 or March as well. But I do feel like this person has their heart on their sleeve. They're masculine personality, alpha. Okay, this person likes their food. Wow. Food, glorious food, I'm hearing. And I know that sounds really general, but this is an exception to the rule. It's like they take their time when they eat their food. They take their time to acknowledge the food, like to acknowledge the taste and to get it, into their system. And I'm also feeling that you I just heard Spirit say you're completely opposite. Is that right? Completely opposite. I just heard she's completely opposite. Is that correct, or is that someone else we got here? And it also gave me a headache on the left side. Now whoever this person that is around you don't like nagging. It's like someone's in their ear, or they don't like nagging. They don't like it at all. They don't like confrontation. It's like they just avoid it's like the plague. They don't like confrontation. No confrontation. They're really quite peaceful in their mind as well. Peaceful mind, I'm hearing. Yes, and I do get the anxiety around you as well, Stephanie. And deficient in minerals is always the go-to for me for that. Minerals. I do feel like that there's the number 18 around you as well. 1 and 8 is 9, and again September. But I'll leave that there. And keep your chin up. Everything's going to be fine. And I feel like this is going to be after June / into July, lovey. So look forward to that as well. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. All right. Anyone got any more questions for me? Anyone want to tell me what they're going to do with the 70 million if they win that? So Eva Goldberg, good evening from USA, talking about money. Will I be inheriting from a recent death in Germany? She was my adopted sister. Oh, lovely. I do feel like that you will be, but there might be a little bit of a fight for it as well, Eva. I do feel like there's going to be some form of, you've got to fight for what you want, if that makes sense. Wills exchange or something. I don't know what. I just heard wills exchange or will exchange or something like that. Very good. Okay. Michael Wilson or Catherine. Hi, Catherine. She says, it's Catherine here using my partner's profile. Fair enough. Love it. Okay. Michael Wilson, 11th December. What? No, that's Catherine. But why is she giving me 11th December? Don't give me any numbers, guys. If you've got a question, then ask me. Don't give me any numbers or any heads up. I never want anything I want Spirit to be doing everything themselves. So, okay. Yep, don't tell me anything, Catherine. You need to just ask the question, lovey. Byron Lee Cook said, I'll buy an island, laughing out loud. Yes, 100%. So, Leona Sunday said, I just bought lottery tickets. I'm going to be a winner and I will donate. Beautiful. Joni Chamberlain, hi. Could I get some guidance, please? And thank you. Let's go, Spirit. Okay, Chamberlain, I nearly spelled that wrong. I just heard the name is historic or something historic. History name, like I know surnames is bound by history, but I just heard the word Chamberlain historic, if that makes sense. It's like a long generation of this name. Does that make sense? And I believe this might be on your mum's side, but I feel like that mum is has had issues with the respiratory or the like neck, mind, intimate respiratory. It sounds crazy what I just said, like neck and mind, but I feel like the mind is like not controlling the respiratory. Does that make sense? Respiratory and breathing. And the mum. I'm also getting 17 around her, 8 in the month of August as well. 1 and 7 is 8 in the month of August. And they're giving me pain in my right shoulder, but I feel like the right shoulder pain is from either the collarbone or the actual, because it feels like the collarbone is just all clicking and carrying on. Shoulder / collarbone. But I will leave it there for that pain. I don't want any more pain there. But I can, if I put the microphone near my shoulder, you could hear it click. That's how much it's clicking, and that's not me. And I'm also getting number 11 around you. 1 and 1 is 2 in the month of February and also November. I do feel like November last year was a big significant time for you, but things had shifted gears over and past December. So even though December was a Christmas month, etc., New Year, blah, 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 I don't like to put my readings around Christmas and that because it's all generalized, but I do feel like that Christmas was a hump to get over, if that makes sense to you. And it was, I'm just hearing survival of the fittest. And I'll leave that there, but look forward to coming up into May. I do feel like May is going to be really nice for you. Settled down, lots of stuff, lots of surprises. And I just heard babies. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. Any other validations there, Miss Ellie?
Yeah.
Okay, over to you, lovey.
So Tanya Aikens said, I'm hoping to get feedback by when did I put it? Hold on. Sorry.
What was it? It was Tanya Aikens, yeah.
She said, I'm seeing my solicitor tomorrow and hoping the settlement will be closer to 8th of May.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Well done. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. So we will be going shortly because I don't want to overcook myself. So we've got here... So Zach Ali to hello, my beautiful, powerful mother, and to my brave rock star sister. Love it. You all, you all forever. Love you all forever. I think you meant to say. I need your guidance and protection. You always have their guidance and protection there, lovey. So always remember that. There you go, Michael Wilson. Catherine says my twin sister is having twins. But this is for Joni Chamberlain that I said, lovey. You just got to post the question up there, Catherine. Do not tell me answers. I don't want answers. But going back here to Zach Ali. Zach, I know that things are tough for you sometimes, but look at your mineral intake, lovey. Look at the essential in minerals so that can help lift your mindset, lovey. That's most of the time people when they're suffering from anxiety or depression or any kind of mental health is usually a deficiency in an essential mineral or lots of minerals. So please do that. If you're not eating right, then every single person on this earth always has a deficiency in a mineral. So look at stuff for yourself for that, lovey. And I do feel like that things are going to be okay for you. It's just a matter of you getting your head around it. I want you to go off the show now and watch the Secret full movie. And just realize, if you're breathing, walking, talking, etc., you're luckier than most people that bless you. And if you're sneezing, even better, bless you. How many is that tonight? It was 6, I think. 5, is it? And if you're able to move, like I've got friends that have got MS and things like that. And good evening, Tony. Got people that have got MS, etc., and they can't do anything except for rely on somebody to look after them, guys. So if you can talk, walk, and move and breathe by yourself, then you need to accept and be grateful for your life and get on with it and stop just stopping in the middle. Stop it. Stop right now. Do not talk about the past and get on with the future. Kick yourself up the butt and get out there and start doing something for yourself that's going to make yourself feel amazing. You don't worry about anybody else. Just worry about yourself and get out there and make yourself feel amazing. And trust me, it works. But I'll leave it there, and you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM, and we'll be back not next week, but the week after, because we're off for Easter next week, and that will be show 495, and then we've got 5 more shows until, did you work out those dates, Ellie, before we
Yes.
go?
If we only do Monday shows, it's the 2nd of June. If we do Sunday and Mondays, it's the 12th of May.
12th of May.
Monday.
So it'll be May anyway. All right. So 500 show is coming up in May. So we will keep you posted. And you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Good evening, everybody, and have a beautiful week. Bye.
90.5.
Okay.
Sitting on the couch watching online movies. Sitting in your kitchen or at your office listening to your favourite radio online. Introducing Ripple Networks, Australian